Hi, welcome back. We are in conversation with M.K. Surana, the Chairman and Managing Director of HPCL, who's been talking to us about a whole host of issues. Mr. Surana, thanks for waiting by patiently. I also wanted to ask you about what your thoughts are on the city gas distribution space, because there have been huge investments made in this space itself. What do you see as the future, and do you see HPCL getting into it anytime soon?
No, we are already in CGD space. We already have got the license for around 12 geographical areas, and we are in this business already. And this is the emerging trend as far as the gas as a means of transportation fuel, and that is a growing business as well as. This is a cleaner medium for transportation, good for environment, and even for the economics wise also it may prove to be comfortable for the consumers. At the same time, it replaces part of the demand for the crude and the liquid fuels. So CGD will be gaining more momentum. Recently also there was a 9th round of CGD. There is a 10th round which will be coming. It has covered many areas. The infrastructure is getting developed as far as the pipeline connectivity is concerned. The more and more fuel stations will have CNG facilities available, and the pipe gas at the home available. So I think it is a good space. HPCL is in it, and HPCL will be in it. Okay.
So finally, the oil marketing companies have been asked to waive off the deposit for gas cylinders in rural areas. Will this chip off something from your margins?
No, actually the deposit is the waiving of the deposit does not really in any way takes away any part of the margin, so that is not a correlation to that.
No, your working capital.
Oil marketing, if you really see the scheme.
No, basically, less money comes in. Working capital, you'll have to borrow, right? Isn't it?
Not exactly, because that deposit is anyway is a part of the capital formation. Okay. So that is not because the cylinders are capitalized actually.
Okay. So there isn't any material difference to your P&L because of this measure.
And not to the PL to that effect, and even in our total overall basket of the working capital which we have, the LPG cylinder will not be a substantial part of it. So that's not the main thing. Okay. But definitely there is a push from the government on this, and there is 2-3 days back you would have heard that earlier the scheme of this was only for certain categories, and now it is being made to universal access for all the poor categories.
Okay. All right, Mr. Surana, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you very much for your patience, for staying with us and answering so many questions. There's news coming in from UPL that the European drought conditions, which was elucidated in a CIMB report, are not as severe and it's not affecting them. There is a bit of a drought of buying in the markets for sure. The global markets went into deep red, and our markets tried to be brave and an outlier, but we are seeing a lot of red catching up. So as we hand it over to Chartbusters, be prepared for some short ideas as well. All that coming up for your Chartbusters.